is The Love Below. I'm Bianca Monique, and I'm on with.
F.M.C.
It's your boy D.E. That's man.
And we just talked about men talking about feelings and saying "I love you" in action instead of words. And the next thing on the list says that men take commitment seriously. And I think it's a stereotype that saying that men actually don't take it seriously or fear commitment. But this list says that men take commitment seriously. What do y'all think?
I mean, of course, like, I was having this conversation outside with Jamel and Mario when we was walking in, and I was like, yeah, man, there's been times when I was single, and I think about the stuff I could have done and being boastful I should have done, like, but at the end of the day, I like having that person, that one female that I can just talk to or have relations with or whatever we decide to do, instead of having all, like, having the drama of multiple females, you know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't cool for them either on their behalf, because they probably want a relationship too, but I just think it's cool to be able to have one person, you know what I mean, spend time with. That Jimmy. Let's all rush at one time.
Yeah, that was the question again.
Commitment. Do guys really like commitment or not?
You take it seriously.
Okay, I mean, I like to take any promise that I say to heart. So, I mean, I was raised one woman be faithful to her. So, for me, I take that kind of serious. I take that serious.
This coming from the guy that have all the music about pimping.
I take that serious. You got to separate entertainment from reality.
Look at him! Look at him! Look at him!
Okay, Demario?
He's about to go in, though.
I don't know. I mean, I think some dudes are. I think every guy gets to a point where he actually takes it seriously, but not everybody has their moments or their time periods where they're not looking for that. But I think most dudes get to a point where they settle down and start taking it seriously.
Y'all want to know what the article said?
What they talking
What
about?
women be said. They said men have a reputation for being afraid to commit, but the evidence suggests men take marriage seriously. They may take longer to commit because they want to make sure that they are on board for good. In a survey of currently married men, 90% said they would marry the same woman again.
I mean, people get. It's really hard for, like, I guess a female to see that or to imagine that when, like, for one, most of the dudes that they talking to, hanging out with dudes, they homeboys, as all you hear them talking about is engaging in intercourse or not wanting to be in a relationship because they're gonna be, they're gonna be tied down to somebody. But if you really look at it, like, if you take that dude out of the crowd and you talk to him, have a convo with him, you realize that one, he just talking stuff. It's gonna be one or two dudes that gonna be like, I'm single, dog. I'm going in, like, I ain't trying to be tied down. But it's gonna be a good percentage of those dudes that's really not about that. I mean, and on a college campus, you got a good mixture of dudes that's professional, that's career oriented, so they know they ain't got time for, a relationship. You got a dude that's in between, that's, they're working towards stuff, but they're kind of in between. They don't really know, the relationship is where to go, but they kind of want it. And you got a couple people that not really interested. They want to just have different types of relationships. You got the people that are just loose. I mean, and we take that small handful because we grasp on the negative stuff more than anything else. Take the handful that's out there. And I'm taking all these girls. I'm going to the club with them H's. I'm going with them B's. Well, them people going to be out tonight, And then that make everybody else look bad. Just like we see certain girls and everybody know who she is. Because she been with everybody. And we think every girl like that because we seen 2 or 3 of them the same way. So, we see the girl that get in a relationship and she just be nagging. So we think all girls nag, but all girls don't. So all women, young women don't. Because we, blah, blah, are too old to be messing with girls.
He really listens. True or false? He being y'all.
He listen. What are you talking about? Like, are you talking or are you speaking? Because really, honestly, everything that you say isn't really neat. I mean, you may feel like it's important, but
I think you should clarify the difference between talking and speaking.
okay, talking is just this random chatter. Like, it's small talk. It's like, I mean, yeah, it's cool to know how people are doing and stuff like that, but it's really not going anywhere. Like, it sounds like Charlie Brown's teacher talking. But, like, speaking is actually having something of substance to say, like, you know, something that's a concern, but it's not necessarily, like, a nag. Like, I don't know how to distinguish sometimes because some women are just good with mixing them both together. Like, it's very important that you listen, but you just can't get over all of the, you know what I mean? So, I don't know, but dudes, listen. You just gotta, you know.
Well, personally, I listen to everything. Like, I don't care what it is. I'm a good listener, period, regardless of, especially if it's my girlfriend. Like, I don't know. I just remember everything that's been told to me. I've never had a problem with listening. I don't know about other dudes, but it's never been an issue for me.
What about following through on what you were listening to?
What do you mean?
Like if she was speaking to you about a concern she had, about something that she feels could be done better in the relationship.
Yeah, that's even easier.
Are you good about following through with her concerns?
Yeah.
Or do you just kind of think you follow through, but find out later that you really didn't follow through on anything?
Well, in the relationship that I'm in now, if I don't follow through, I get told that I didn't follow through, which isn't often, because as far as my relationship goes, I'm pretty on top of that. So,
That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, I listen. I think that could be a problem because I listen too much, so I could go way back and like, you said this like 3 months ago, but
What does listening too much mean?
what I would call listening too much is I guess throwing back old stuff that they might have said.
Like having the history tab in your head?
Yeah.
Like the internet?
Control J.
But another thing, I listen, but I might not follow through because I might not agree with you, like what you were saying, but I listen.
A lot of times people feel like you're not listening, or not you
If you don't
specifically, but okay, well that's major, yeah. But like during the conversation, you know how you're talking to somebody and you're like nodding and saying, yeah, I see, I agree. Not just doing it to be doing it, but you're actually listening and you're like giving little clues that you are listening. But if you're sitting there silently, people feel like you're not listening. But I say that's not true because sometimes I'm just really sitting there, not sometimes, all the time I'm really sitting there focusing on what you're saying, but I'm not listening to you.
Oh, you look like you be off in the space sometimes.
A lot of times I'm out in the space. I'm like, okay, this is the main point. Stop listening.
See?
But that's rude.
Sometimes he just be like,
Well, if I don't know you're talking to me specifically,
oh.
because you know a lot of times they sit back there in the room and just talk, not speak.
Uh-huh. Right. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So, shared activities form bonds. True or false?
Yeah, because, I mean, dudes like to, a lot of dudes like to, like, sit and chill and all that kind of stuff, but a lot of dudes like to actually go out and, you know, do stuff, like, with their male friends. If you see, like, what they do, like, most dudes like to go places, like, they go shoot, you know, pool or play basketball or football or engage in, like, physical activities, like, so doing that same stuff, the female, on his behalf, it kind of like show me that you're willing to do it. Because a lot of girls, they may not necessarily be girly, but they might not necessarily be the type that like want to go out and play basketball, for instance. But to show that you're willing to do it, in my opinion, means a lot. Like,
so what activity do you think you bond the most over?
well, I like bowling.
Okay.
Because you get to see how competitive that person is. You get to really see, like, real emotions come out through bowling. If somebody getting beat real bad, you can see their self-esteem drop real low. If they got a 20 and you up there with 80, and 80 isn't a good score either, but
it's good for
compared
bad
to y'all
players.
playing for fun, but you get to see a person's personality through how they play. Like any type of physical activity, you get to see a person's personality.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, but enough about me. I've been talking too much.
Right.
I think activities form bonds because I mean they're showing that the effort. Like I like playing basketball, so if she showed effort coming out there, you know, either passing me the ball or shooting some shots, that'll catch my interest. But I'm a little biased because I don't know if I do too many female activities with her. Like let's say she want to go to like a ballet or something.
Why is that a female activity?
Well, what's the female activity?
Going to get her
Nails
nails
done.
done.
See, I ain't going. I ain't sitting there. I ain't doing that.
When I was at the nail shop Friday, I saw a guy go in there with his girlfriend to go get her face waxed.
He went in
See,
there.
I
to
feel
watch
like
her
that's
get
not
her face
something-
waxed.
I feel like that's not something they go here. I've seen them before, but I don't feel like personally as a female, I don't think that's something that you need to witness. Get my face waxed.
I think you
If
should.
I got
I
my
think
face
every man should go.
I mean, if you just that far in it, cool. But
I think every man should see his female through all her. If he really trying to be
he
with
paid
her,
for it, so
like, but for real though, check this out. If you always see a girl, and she always made up, and then you see that one day, and she looks nothing like she did because she don't got none of that stuff on, you gonna question like, what did I get myself into?
And
You know
on the
what I'm
other hand, I feel like on the other hand, I mean, you don't pay for like your girl to get her nails done and stuff.
I pay. Well, in my relationship, I pay for hair.
I ain't never got ass. I was trying to think about that. I was like, if I was
You never offered?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I would have been like, if I wasn't
He
here,
was like,
you would have
what?
played. You
Like, what you
would've
mean?
paid for it anyway? So.
Like, what you mean?
That's it.
Ass. How dare you? I'm a pimp.
I forgot what I was going. Oh, going off what Frank said. Like, if it's somebody that you want to marry, then you actually do feel like you might as well go ahead and see it all uncut, because when you living together and when you married, when you together like that for a long time, like, you gonna see it all of it, good, bad, all the junk in between.
I want to see the bad, cause
I mean, I think you should see all the bad. Of each other. Because if you're gonna get married and you stay married forever, you're gonna see the bad. It's gonna get worse than bad. What's worse than bad? The bad is. I mean, it's gonna
that's
be.
actually good. The baddest is actually good. Worse or the rock bottom.
It's gonna be below the rock.
You got
Like,
still with
you
the
gonna
cold in
see
her
it.
eyes in the morning with the slog because she's snoring. You know
I mean,
that. You know.
when she's sick, throwing up. I mean, it's gonna be bad. You gotta see it.
Oh, the Mario, because she getting that in the stomach. Her name ain't shit.
Do y'all think it's true that men form bonds through activities and women form bonds through sharing feelings and
But that's an activity.
emotions
Like,
and
they try to make it seem like we're
like it's
different.
separate things?
Like, men and
Right.
females are the same.
I don't
They
think
tryna
the
make it like
genders
that
are as
simple.
different as people make it seem.
Because, like, dudes sit and chill around the crib. Like, they might.
Right.
It'll be watching a game. It'll be
Right.
watching, you know.
The circumstances might be different.
Yeah, I mean, the type of activity they may be doing, like, dudes might be playing cards with each other, you know, poker, spades, or whatever. I mean, females do that too. I mean, I'm more of an Uno kind of guy, but, you know, females might not necessarily have the cards out, but it's a group gathering, you know, where they talking. Because dudes, rumor, they talk about girls. Countless times we talked about girls. We gave them ratings and everything. Like, it's the same thing. Like, the same circle. The same thing happens.
Question:
What?
Like so.
does sex make you feel closer to your partner? That's what's on the
Do birds fly? I mean, well,
because
conditional.
it says that because of the stereotype that men see sex or can see sex as just being sex, or people. I'm not doing this me and female thing, but people can just see sex as being sex. So in the article, they say it like you're either a person that sees sex as sex or you're a person that sees sex as this bond, and there's no in between. I think there's always in between. There's always a gray area. What do y'all think?
Well, if you're in a relationship with somebody, it can't be just sex. Like, if you're with that person, I don't think you can be with somebody that you care about and it's just sex and there's no emotion involved. I don't think that's possible.
What about the times when you want a Miguel?
Why would you want that from your girlfriend though?
I mean, you
You
might
don't
get
never
up in
have-
the morning
wait.
for class.
Wait,
What's up?
stop.
Work?
Pause.
What you mean?
Never had a quickie.
Let's break.
That's not what I'm saying.
He not saying that.
But
But
I'm saying it's still
Right.
some emotion involved.
right, that's true.
Like if you get a cookie from a random chick, okay then. But if you've been with like
Scoop a bend double.
like if you've been with a girl for 3 or 4 years, like
Right.
I mean, yeah, everybody wants the sex just because it feels good, but
Yeah.
at the same time, I feel like it's still gonna be some. You gonna feel it some way.
Jamel looking around
I wonder
like it's crack they got in this system.
I wonder what happened.
Just keep calling me. Just keep calling me.
Jamel, what you think? Oh, okay. All right, so
Yeah.
on that note, with Jamel's thoughtless opinion, gonna take a quick break. Stay tuned to the level below. Oh,
Because they keep closing open the door.
is it not that lady, that custodian?
I don't know, but the way she slamming the doors.
She look